What is going on, online fitness coaches? Hope you guys are all having the best day of your entire lives. It's your boy, B Mark, and in today's coaching call, we are going to be talking about learning. So, guys, welcome. It's Monday morning, and I want to share because I'm currently traveling right now. So I'm in Nashville right now, and then on Tuesday or Wednesday we fly out to Austin, Texas for 2 days, and then 2 days after that we're flying to Phoenix, Arizona, so that we can meet up with Andy Elliott. And I want to share a mindset with you guys that I embody on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And I truly do believe that this mindset is the reason that I've been able to unlock different levels of wealth. I truly do believe that this mindset is the reason that I continue to ascend and my business continues to grow. I believe that this mindset is why PT Domination still is the #1 coaching company for business coaches, for business coaching, after like 6 years. Fun fact, I actually got a DM from one of my competitors the other day. And he was like, yo, he's like, what are you noticing in the market right now? He's like, are you noticing that like people are slowing down and that like people aren't winning and that like it's really hard to sign clients? He's like, me and my clients are all feeling that. And I was like, I don't feel that. Like, I was like, I feel really bad, but I'm like, I'm sorry that it's been bad for you, but I'm like, I don't feel that. And then I got to thinking about why I don't feel that and why my business isn't struggling and why we're on an upward trend. And I want to share the mindset and the mentality with you guys. So I'm here right now learning from my mentor. And at every phase of my business, I always have somebody that's doing exactly what I want to do at the level that I want to do it at every phase. There's not a single phase of my business that I do not have somebody in my corner that is 4 or 5 steps ahead of me. And the reason for that is that I can figure out the problem on my own, or I can get somebody in my ear that's already figured out the solution of the problem, and they can get me there faster. Now, if you're in the Change Lives Academy, you already understand this mindset to a certain degree. Out of curiosity, how many of you have invested in the Change Lives Academy and you've made back 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 times your investment? Drop some fire in the comments if that's you. And so at the CLA, I think that we understand the fundamental principle of when we invest in ourselves and when we invest in learning and knowledge and growth, what ends up happening is we end up moving up to the next level. We make more money, we transform more lives, we step into our power, we impact on a massive scale because we're invested in learning. Now, here is where most of you are getting stuck and you're struggling and you can't break through the certain ceiling that you're currently at. This is where most of you guys are stuck, struggling, and you can't break through the ceiling that you're currently at. Everybody write this in the comments. You stop learning. Because if you look at this coaching program, let's look at the fundamentals of business before we look at the coaching program itself, okay? The fundamentals of business are very simple. You get clients through social media marketing, like you post on social media and those attract clients. And then when people are interested or they engage with your content, you send them DMs. And then when you get people from the DMs, you book a phone call, you get them on the call and you close the deal, and then you deliver an amazing service. Those are the only things that you actually really need to build a business to $10,000 a month. Those are the only skills. And inside of the Change Lives Academy, we create a container for you guys to be able to develop those skills. We create a container like content audits where you can come up and get your content audited by somebody that's literally got 2 million followers on social media that can help you advance faster. You know, in the Change Lives Academy, we will do trainings where we help you guys dissect and understand DMs on a deeper level so that you guys know how to navigate through DMs, book sales calls, etc. We teach you guys how to overcome objections, what to say on the call to close those deals. And so all of the fundamental principles are here so that you guys can step into the power that you're supposed to, that is available to you. But most people stop learning. And the reason we stop learning is when we first get started in the CLA, it's almost like we need to fight for survival. It's like, if I don't make money, I don't eat. How many of you guys have ever felt like that before? Say me in the comments. If I don't make money, I don't eat. A lot of us get into that mindset when we first start. And so that's what drives the hunger. What drives the hunger is like, I just invested $6,000 into this coaching program and I don't want to lose that money. And if I don't make money, I'm not going to eat this month. And that's what keeps us in the game. That's what keeps us studying. That's what keeps us learning. That's what keeps us evolving. Where we get stuck, where we get comfortable, where we get complacent is when we start getting results and then we rest on those results and we use those results as the excuse for why we don't push ourselves further, for why we don't take the next level. for why we don't expand our current capacity and challenge ourselves to do things that are massively uncomfortable. At the start of this live stream, I asked you guys how many of you guys have invested in the CLA and seen an ROI. And almost every single one of you guys, except for the new students here, if you're new here, don't worry, it's coming. Almost every single one of you guys said yes. And so if you take that concept of investing in yourself and you keep doing that, you're going to keep seeing that ROI. Now, I just want to preface this, okay? Because I always feel weird talking about this stuff because my honest belief is that the best investment that you can make is in yourself. And my definition of investing in yourself is finding somebody that's walked the path that you want to walk and paying them to teach you the skill that you are trying to acquire. That's the best definition of like investing in yourself that I have. And that's what I honestly believe. And I don't want you guys to view this as like, I'm trying to pitch you to buy the 10K mastermind, the $1 million mastermind of the event. Although it would be cool if you came. This concept is for you guys to understand the importance of being a student and continuing to be a student and continuing to take risks. If we think about the idea of university, right? Every single one of us that has heard about the concept of university knows how it goes. We apply to a school. Once we apply to the school, we get accepted. Then we go apply for student loans. Then they give us student loans, which is a massive risk because all of a sudden now we're going to take on 30, 40, 50,000, $100,000 in debt to learn a skill. So we're taking on risk. We're being a student, but for some reason in life, we don't have that same mentality of being a student. And for me, I want to be a student as much as I possibly can from mentors and people that I look up to, that I respect, that have the skill that I have, that I want to acquire. Now, Adley, the reason we're out here is like the reason we're even having this conversation is me and Kirsten flew out to Nashville to meet my content mentor. Her name's Adley, she gets 1 billion views a month on social media, which I'm doing pretty well on my social media. Like my Instagram's fucking popping right now. However, I'm not getting 1 billion views a month. And so it would be very easy for me to rest on my laurels because my account's growing, shit's popping, my engagement's super high, like leads have never been more consistent. However, I understand that if I'm not learning and evolving and getting better and becoming the next version of myself, then I'm going to end up getting complacent. And when I end up getting complacent, literally when I'm not growing, I feel like I'm dying on the inside. Like I literally feel like I'm retreating and I'm moving backwards and I'm not advancing in life. And that feeling literally kills me. And so the invitation, I want you guys to write this in the comments because this is the mindset that's helped me scale past $10,000 a month, $30,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. The mindset is I'm a student for life. I'm a student for life because having this mindset of being a student for life allows me to be around these people like Adley, like The Muscle, like David Goggins, like Ed Milet, Andy Frisella, be around these people and not have an ego and truly show up with like a humble heart and a humble attitude and be like, I'm going to implement literally whatever you say. I remember when I signed up for Adley, she was like, so like, what are you like willing to do and what are you not willing to do? And I literally said, Adley, if you told me to chew on glass and eat it, I would do it. And I'm not saying that you should do a video that encouraging me to chew on glass and eat it. But what I'm saying to you is that if you tell me to do something, I'm going to do it. Like, because I want the same results that you have. And that's the mentality of being a student for life is I'm always learning. I'm always trying to get better. I'm always evolving. I'm always studying. I'm always perfecting my craft. And even now, as the content continues to get better and progress and extend, et cetera, and you guys can see it happen on my Instagram, like go look at my reels on my engagement. Like it's crazy. Even now, I'm like always studying. Like I'm always looking for ideas. Like I'm always learning. Like I'm keeping my head in the game. I understand the skills that are involved in business, attracting clients, DMs, sales, delivery. I understand these skills and I'm always doing everything I possibly can, like perfect these skills, to hone these skills, to get better at these skills. Whereas most of you get comfortable with the current level of skill that you have, and then you stop being a student and you stop studying in the first place. Janelle Wheel is one of our head mastermind coaches. If you're here, Janelle, just say hi. If you're not here, just hashtag or just put Janelle's a rock star in the comments. But Janelle Wheel, when she came through the CLA, she had no money. She didn't have a social media following on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, all the places, but she was a student of the game. And the reason that Janelle Wheel is now my second in command in the $1 Million Mastermind is because she studied the units literally over 10 times. She watched them start to finish over 10 times because she just wanted to like integrate all of the lessons and all of the teachings and she wanted to embody them. Whereas I feel like a lot of us, what we do is we study enough to have a base level understanding of the concept, and then we try to run full speed with the base level understanding of the concept, and we wonder why we're not progressing or advancing or moving forward. You always have to be a student. And this is the thing about being a student is you putting forth your very best right now feels like a lot of effort. If that's true, say yes in the comments. Like you showing up and putting forth your very best every single day feels like a lot of effort. If that's true, say yes in the comments. The hard part about growing, advancing, learning new skills, like staying in the game, is that your very best needs to improve. And this is where we must stretch our comfort zone. Like your very best, Matthew Orlando, needs to improve. And this is how we expand our capacity. Your definition of your very best is not even close to the potential that you could be playing at. And so in order to reach that next level, in order to ascend beyond your current position, in order to advance in your income, advance in your impact, step into your power, become the very best version of you, you must expand your capacity. And my definition of capacity is what you believe to be possible for yourself. Now, I just want to paint a picture. Okay. So everyone that said yes, so like Jaylene, Melanie, Brooke, I want you to think back to when you first started this online coaching journey, right? Think back to your habits, your rituals, your mindsets, your attitude, all that stuff. So think about you now and then think back to where you first started this online coaching journey. How much different are you right now compared to how you used to be? Say very different or not different at all in the comments. If you think back to when you first started this journey in the first place to where you're at right now, how much more advanced or different are you than when you first started? Write it in the comments. Is it very different? Not different at all? Very different? 100% different? Very different, very different, very different. Okay, so if that's the case, if it's massively different, says John Kimball, if it's massively different, wouldn't it make sense and wouldn't it be logical to think about the concept that you, Matthew Orlando, in 6 months' time from now, are going to be 2 times the version of yourself that you are right now? You're going to be 2 times as effective as you are right now. You're going to be 2 times as disciplined as you are right now. 2 times as consistent as you are right now, 2 times as integral as you are right now. Like if it's possible looking backwards and realizing that we've seen all this growth and all this expansion since we got started, wouldn't it make sense that the next level expanded version of you makes the version of you right now look like a child? And that's the goal of increasing our capacity, is we are looking for ways that we can improve, advance, get better, grow, expand. And in the moment, this is the hard part about growth, you guys, right? This is the hard part about growth. In the moment, right? It doesn't feel like we're advancing. Like when we're actually challenging ourselves and we're pushing our comfort zones and we're doing things that are a little bit outside of reach and we're doing a different content style or we're trying something new on our sales, it doesn't feel like we're advancing like very much. Like it just feels like, it feels like a fucking grind. But then when you look back, when you connect the dots looking back and you see how far you've actually come, you realize like, holy shit, I've actually evolved to like a massive level. Isn't it possible then that I could continue this evolution? Everybody write this in the comments, abundance mindset. But a lot of us don't try to expand beyond what we're currently doing, John Kimball, because we're like, what if I lose this? What if this all goes away? What if it was just luck in the first place? What if I'm not meant to be here? What if I'm not capable of hitting the next level? What if I'm not talented enough to hit the next level? What if I'm just not cut out for this? And so we start playing these little fucking games in our head about like, what if, 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 and those little what if games of like, what if I'm not, empowering enough, encouraging enough, motivating enough, inspiring enough, right? What if those things stop us from doing the things that are going to expand our capacity? Those things stop us from showing up to content audits and raising our hand. Those questions stop us from going into the units and studying the course because we are in our head doubting and blaming and shaming and getting upset with ourselves over the progress that we've made. We're convincing ourselves that it was just luck. And so we never do what's necessary to expand our capacity. And if you want to grow, if you want to hit the next level, if you want to expand, if you want to like become the highest level version of you, then you need to see it in your mind first and realize that if somebody else has done it, that means that it can be done. Like if one person on this planet has done it, that means it can be done, which is why I go so hard every single day. I'm posting 3 reels a day, every day, 7 days a week. I don't miss. It doesn't matter if I'm on vacation, on a trip, on a plane, a bus, whatever. It doesn't matter. 3 reels a day, every day, 7 days a week. It does not matter. And the reason that I do that is because Gary Vaynerchuk exists. And the fact that Gary Vaynerchuk exists means that that level is possible. And that might take me 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, but I'm going to do everything in my power every single day of my life to expand my capacity to be as big as I can possibly be. And I understand that the level that I'm playing at right now, although it's amazing, it's not even close to the level of potential that I could be playing at if I pursued my greatness and I went all in. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm surrounding myself with the right person, to make sure that I'm surrounding myself with the right mentors, to make sure that I'm putting myself in the room, to make sure that I continue to invest in myself so that I can get better, so that I can expand, so that I can learn, so that I can grow. Like, I don't want to be the same person right now as I was 6 months ago. I define that as failure. I want to look back at the 6 months ago, Brian, and laugh at that guy and be like, wow, that's so crazy how far I've come. And every single one of you guys in the Change Lives Academy has the opportunity to do just that. Cole and I have done everything in our power to create a container that is consistent with never-ending growth. Because if you guys look at mine and Cole's journey as business mentors, we haven't stopped evolving. Like, since we started the CLA, we haven't stopped evolving. We haven't stopped evolving the course. We haven't stopped evolving the deliverables. We haven't stopped evolving the coaches. We haven't stopped evolving the content, the concepts, the live streams, the value. Like, we're always getting better. And because we're always getting better, that is why we don't subscribe to people that say like the market is down, or like people aren't buying, or people don't trust businessmen. Like, that's not true for us. We're fucking popping right now. And we're popping because we just made the decision that every single day we're going to expand our capacity. Every single day we're going to continue to learn. Every single day we're going to get just a little bit better. I have a question for you, and I want you to answer this honestly in the comments. Have you been learning every day for the last 30 days? Yes or no in the comments. Have you been trying to learn something new every day for the last 30 days? Yes or no in the comments. Have you been challenging yourself to do different things that are slightly outside of your comfort zone every day? Yes or no in the comments. Have you been pushing yourself to be the very best version that you can be every day? Yes or no in the comments. And this is the thing, right? Like, this is the part of yourself that you must master. There's a lot of you guys that are saying yes. There's a lot of you guys that are saying no. It looks like 50-50. Here's the thing. If you don't master yourself, you will become mastered by self. And what that means is that if you don't master that, like that commitment, that intention, that drive, that ambition to be just a little bit better every single day, then every single day, your voices in the back of your head are going to creep in and tell you that it's not possible. They're going to creep in and tell you that you're not good enough. They're going to creep in and tell you that you're not worthy, that there's somebody else that's better than you. But if you honestly just do, this is all you need to do every day to be successful. I promise you guys, this is all you need to do. Matthew Orlando, I want this to be a different conversation next week. This is all you need to do every day to be successful, is write this down. Challenge your capacity. Challenge your capacity. Challenge your comfort zones. When you think that you're like doing good, I want you to challenge that, because no matter how good you're doing, I guarantee you could be better. And even if you look at me, like, I'm very grateful and I'm very proud of the work that I'm putting in, but I'm not getting 1 billion views a month. So why the fuck am I here? Oh, that's fun. Maybe I will be getting 1 billion views a month now that there's fucking fireworks going on. I'm not getting 1 billion views a month. And so I am here because I want to challenge my capacity. I want to challenge my next level. I want to see what I'm truly capable of. So every single day, you guys, we need to challenge our capacity. We need to do something that's outside of our comfort zone. We need to push ourselves to be the very best version of ourselves, because if we're not growing, if we're not learning, if we're not evolving, then we are dying. Just like the flower, just like the plant, just like the tree, just like the garden, we must water it every single day consistently for a long period of time where it feels like nothing's happening. And then eventually one day you sprout. And that's how it works with literally all of the students, all of them. Simone Ramp is a perfect example of that. Simone Ramp was in the program for 3 years. Every day showing up, be consistent. Every day showing up, be consistent. Every day showing up, be consistent. For 3 years, nothing happened. On the 3rd year is when she popped. In the 3rd year, she went from 3,000 followers to 25,000 followers. On the 3rd year, she went from $8,000 a month to $25,000 a month in 1 month. Every single one of you guys has that capacity. Every single one of you guys has that ability. Every single one of you guys could break through to the next level. Like Jalen, you could be messaging me in literally a month being like, I just hit $10,000. Isaiah, you could be messaging me in literally a month being like, I just had my first $10,000 month. Every single one of you guys has that ability, but you must go within and you must challenge yourself and find ways to push your comfort zones. And this is why, if you guys have been following anything I've been doing, like I'm getting up every day and I'm going for runs. I don't like running. I really don't. I hate it. But I get up and I do something I hate every single day because I want to push myself. I also bought an ice bath. I don't like the ice baths. I strongly hate them. But I want to do something every single day that's going to challenge my capacity. It's going to cause me to do something uncomfortable. I want to challenge what I believe to be possible for myself. And I want to continue to learn, advance, grow, and expand my capacity so that in 6 months' time from now, I can look back on the person that I used to be and laugh. Write this in the comments. Always be learning. Always be learning. Always a student. Guys, every single one of you guys has the potential to be making high six figures a year. All of you. There's not a single person in this coaching program that is not capable of making six figures a year. And the reality is that as much as I would like to go into your business and solve that problem for you and literally go in and just be like, here you go. Unless you develop the mindset of a winner, unless you develop the mindset of a 10K coach, unless you develop the mindset of somebody that doesn't fucking miss, you're not going to hit it. And that's on you, right? That's on you. And that's the game of business. For some reason, we have this like insane level of consistency when it comes to working at a 9-to-5 job. We'll go in every day, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day to a job we don't hate. But when it comes to our business, we don't have that same level of tenacity. We don't have that same level of grit. We don't have that same level of work ethic. But if you just took the same level of work ethic that you applied to your 9-to-5 for fucking 10, 15 years, and you applied that to your coaching business, and you just put in 8 hours a day to your coaching business that were intentional, that were deliberate, that were like on fire, where you were like learning and you were evolving and then you were implementing and you were getting better, like it would be impossible to fail. It's impossible to fail. But when you treat your online coaching business like a part-time job, when you treat your online coaching business like you don't need to evolve, when you treat your online coaching business like you treat your 9-to-5 with apathy and you just show up and just do as much as you can and then you leave, like you're wondering why you're not successful, you have to go within. You have to challenge yourself to see what you can truly accomplish, what you're truly capable of. And it's going to be uncomfortable. And this is why a lot of people lean out and they don't grow. They don't evolve. They don't get better. They don't challenge themselves. Because for me, investing $100,000 in Adley was massively uncomfortable. Like I was 100%. However, like at this point, like Adley's the 7th or 8th person I made a big investment in. At this point, it was no longer like I was like nervous and contemplating whether or not I should do it. It was just nervous because it's a big investment, but I just did it because I know that this move is going to expand my capacity. I know that this move is going to make me a better content creator. I know that this move is going to give me more to give to my students, more value that I can give to my people. Write this in the comments. Always be learning. I want you guys to come into this week with intention to expand your capacity. And whatever your best is, I want you to be just a little bit better this week. Whatever your very best is, I want you to put in just a little bit more effort. Whatever you're like, however many DMs you're sending out, I want you to send just one more. However much effort you're putting into your content, I want you to put just a little bit more effort. Expand your capacity. I would absolutely love for every single person in this coaching program to be hitting $10,000 a month. It would make like nothing would make me happier, but I can't do the work for you. You must go within. If your content isn't hitting, then come to content audits and learn from the people that are getting audited. If your DMs aren't hitting, then study the DM game in the course and figure out where you're going wrong. Have your script on one side of the screen, your DM on with your clients on the other side of the screen, and see where you're missing. If your sales calls aren't converting, then study the sales units and figure out what exactly you're doing wrong on your sales calls so that you can get better, so you can practice, so you can evolve. Always be learning. Every single one of you guys could be hitting six figures a year, but it's not up to me. It's always up to you. So be a student. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys all have the best day of your entire lives. Just one thing really quick. If you haven't gotten your event ticket to the event in September, everybody type this in the comments, ptdevent.com. That's how you get your ticket. It's ptdevent.com. At this point, we have 150 people that have confirmed for the PT Domination event, which is super, super cool. We're expecting 400 people in the room. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, you guys can go to ptdevent.com to secure your ticket. It's going to be fucking fire. If you do have a ticket, drop some fire in the comments just so I know. Matthew, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for showing up. Maximus, I see you, bro. I see you growing every single day. Congratulations on the 4.5K. Danny, thank you for showing up today. Robbie, thank you for showing up. Marcy, thank you for being here. Chanel, thank you for being here. Casey, what's up? I see you. Rule, what's up? Chanel, what's up? Anthony, Maximus, let's go. Jaden, let's go. Marilyn Molina will be there. LaDonna will be there. Jody will be there. Robbie will be there. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Peace and love. Have the best of your guys' entire life, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Let's go.
Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark. for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.